Cave art is the oldest known artistic tradition in human history, a culture so ancient that paradoxically it was discovered later than many younger historical remains, and almost entirely by chance. In 1879, near the city of Santander in northern Spain, a local landowner with a keen interest in early human life began exploring the caves of Altamira, located on his private land. Flint tools and carved bones had already been found there. During one such exploration, he was accompanied by his young daughter. The cave ceiling was unusually low, cluttered with debris and barely higher than the man's head. The child, however, with her clearer view of the ceiling, suddenly noticed shadowy shapes above them, painted animals emerging from the rock. She was the first to see them. Marcelino Sanz de Sautuola became the first modern scholar to study the caves scientifically. He was convinced the paintings were prehistoric, yet the archaeological community reacted with deep skepticism. At the 1880 Congress of Archaeology and Prehistory in Lisbon, the paintings of Altamira were officially dismissed as forgeries. Everything changed in 1894. In the region of Lamouth, in southwestern France, cave paintings were discovered partially covered by thick limestone deposits, formations that could only develop over thousands of years. These works were the first to be scientifically authenticated, forcing scholars to reconsider their assumptions. In 1901, Abbé Henri Breuil, the leading authority on prehistoric archaeology, confirmed the authenticity of the cave art at Font de Gaume in the Dordogne region of France. Doubt finally gave way to acceptance. Then, in 1940, near Montignac in Dordogne, two boys playing with a ball noticed their dog fall into a hole. Following its barking, they entered the cave. When they struck a match, they found themselves surrounded by monumental animal paintings. The caves of Lascaux, now considered among the greatest artistic achievements of prehistory. For more than 10,000 years, these works survived in sealed, dry, underground spaces. But once opened to the public, they deteriorated rapidly. In Lascaux, humidity from visitors caused limestone deposits to form over the walls, dulling the colors. The cave was eventually closed to prevent further damage. These caves were once underground waterways, stretching hundreds or even thousands of meters. Deep within them, far from light and habitation, hunter artists painted mammoths, wild cattle, reindeer, horses, boars, wolves. They worked by the glow of small stone lamps fueled by animal fat, using pigments made from red and yellow ochre. With bone palettes, crude brushes, blowing tubes, stone scrapers, and sharp flint, they created images that still astonish us. Their approach was naturalistic but selective, capturing not surface detail but essence, strength, grace, movement, danger. These images were not decoration. Their distance from cave entrances, their difficulty of access, and their repeated use over centuries point to ritual and magical purpose. As Abbé Breuil believed, by fixing the animal in image, prehistoric humans believed they gained power over it, that the image itself carried magic. Alongside animals appear geometric signs and human handprints, often negative impressions, traces of presence, ritual marks, or collective signatures across generations. The overlapping, seemingly random placement of images shows that composition was secondary. What mattered was the image itself and its symbolic force. The cave wall's natural contours were used deliberately, making the animals seem alive. Perhaps the very first images were born when humans recognized animals in the shapes of stone, and with line and color brought them back to life.